Well, good morning from McKinney, Texas. I'm Connie Melton, an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and we have completed 18 of our 30 days of gratitude. So I thought, I need 12 more, and I have the perfect thing. It's a 12-day Advent calendar, but it's not a Christmas Advent calendar. And I think we're going to take a little turn today. Instead of just doing thank you and I'm grateful for you, I'm going to do a birthday card, which can still be a sign of gratitude and thankfulness as you're making sure that someone is noted on their birthday. And we all love to feel specially on our birthday, just a little bit special. Let me introduce you to this year's Advent calendar. And although it has Christmas ornaments and stuff on the front, it's really not a Christmas Advent calendar. In my 8 years of Stampin' Up! As a demonstrator and 30 probably plus years as a customer, I've never seen one, but they possibly have done one before. Let me open this up. We're going to do today's number 1. So there are 12 days, and each day something different that makes an entire suite, which normally the suites of products are in the 120s, 130s, 140s or more. This one, including the stamps, is $99. So a good deal, considering if you look at the stamps, they're for all occasions, for birthday, miss you, healing, thinking of you, love you, someone special, and flowers and butterflies. And there are 24 stamps, 2 sets of stamps to this. But today we're going to do a birthday. Now, I know, because I peeked at, day 2 and 3, and another one, 6, for some reason. I know there's going to be paper under number 2, but we're only going to use these like a day at a time. So as I open number 1, you'll see I have already opened it. It is the dies for several of these images contained in the stamp set. And I opened it because I wanted to go ahead and cut these 2 little pieces we're going to use and didn't want you to have to wait. So there are dies for a couple of leaf images, a couple of the flower images for the butterfly, for the rainbow. Yeah, so several little dies. I know there are some videos out there where demonstrators have already opened all of the days and done all of the projects, but I've not watched them. So I wanted to do kind of my own thing. All right, we're going to close that up because we're through with this part until tomorrow. Very nice container it's in. I'll probably reuse that and put cookies and candy and that sort of thing in it at some point. All right, I'm bringing in some fresh freesia cardstock, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4 on the 8.5 side. I'm also bringing in this for the inside. It is 5 1/4 by 4. This is Highland Heather, just because this is my favorite combination. So the pink and purple. And then for the inside sentiment, I cut it down another 1/4 inch. So it is 5 by 3 3/4. We'll go ahead and stamp our inside. And I want to use basic gray. When I use pink, for some reason, to me, when I use black with it, it just, I don't know, it just seems really harsh. I'm just wondering if I could get big off of that thanks without getting any of the thanks on there. Just say big birthday wishes. probably don't want to try it. It's still early in the morning. So we'll get birthday wishes on there. And if you wonder why I don't put my stamps on straight all the time, I'll put them at an angle. It's because I'm trying to line up the card with those lines, and I'm trying to line up this. So that's two things to line up. If I also tried to line up a third thing, I don't think I would make it. I'm too ADD. So let's see if we can get, this one's not been used before. Let me get a piece of scrap over here. They're made in Utah, and when you first get them, they could still have a little bit of the oil prep on them. That's stamping fine. Okay. So I try to remember to always stamp off once or twice. All right, firm even pressure. Don't rock. All right. Set that aside to clean. And I think I'm going to use some of these little tiny flowers and put around that. All right. But I don't want to do them in gray, do I? Oh, I wish this were a feedback where you could tell me what color. I'm going to go, I think, with Highland Heather. Just a little bit of color in here. There we go. All right. I'll close this up. May use it again, but don't want to stick my hand in it. All right. Is that centered on the inside? Oh, I see another tiny spot, but I do have a sand eraser, so I will get that off once I finish. I think it's with my class stuff, so that could take a minute. I folded this rather than scoring it, so now I want to give this a really good burnish. Break those fibers down in that paper. All right. I cut out of our Spotlight on Nature dies, a die for the front. But this front's kind of boring. Let's see, let's go ahead and do our birthday wishes. All right, let's do our little cupcake. I want to do that part in the Highland Heather. Oh, again, it's the first time I've used this, so let's stamp off. Let's see. Okay, that one didn't stamp as well, and I just did that in gray. Not what I want. Okay. Okay. Should only have one at a time open. All right. It's still stamping light, but much better. See, third time's the charm. Much better. Okay. So now I think we're ready to stamp on here. And give that a moment for the paper to soak in the ink. Let's clean that one off. And we want to put the topping on our cupcake. And guess which color we'll go with. We'll go with the bubble bath. I mean, pink cupcake sounds lovely. And again, it's the first time this has been used. Okay. Oh, okay. I thought it's not stamping, but I can see there's a line there and a spot there. It's supposed to do that. So let's put the top on our little cupcake. I'll shut that. All right. I'm going to put, remember from the other videos we had some strange little sequins that we didn't know where they came from. They were just sitting on my desk. So we're going to use some of those on there. And I'm going to make a little bow out of some fresh freesia ribbon. This is like seam binding. It's really, really soft. Again, I'm not the best bow maker in the world, but I think it'll be okay. So, I think up here. All right. Let's do our little glue dots. I can see this is going to be like for a teenager. And we have several teenage girls in our family. Oh. And really what they want at that age is a nice card from Grandma with an Amazon gift card, right? All right. I'm going to shut the gray. I'm going to keep this open. And I'm just going to randomly stamp, make kind of my own paper. With this flower. And I want to use the lighter color, the bubble bath, to do that. Oh, I need to add our little flower over here onto our little sentiment. There we go. Let's use a dimensional. Do I have some tiny ones? Looks like I've used them up. There we go. that's a big one. I don't want a big one. Well, and this is why I save the edges. I'll make a custom dimensional for my flower. And I don't see my leaf. Well, if we find the leaf, we'll add it. I still have these little antique pearls sitting out here, so we'll do that. And now I want to just randomly, it was hiding, randomly do these. These are really cool. They're just like a splat. Oh yeah, the girls will like that. And that should be good enough. Ooh, let's see if I can get that a little better. Are you any good at lining things up once they've been stamped? I'm fair at it. All right. Go back and put our little leaf in to fill up this little bit of space right here. Just a tiny bit of glue. All right. Now let's pop this up. I know I have big ones up here. Large dimensionals. All right, flip that over. Ooh. Ha! My ribbon stuck to a, we'll fix that in a sec. Have you ever seen the play where everything goes wrong? That's the name of it. I feel like that's kind of what I'm doing this morning. Things keep going wrong, but you know what? You have to have that attitude of gratitude. Don't let it get to you. I need one more flower right there, don't I? Get that back out. Just looks a little off. That's better. And maybe a piece of one down here. Yeah. Right on the edge today. Much better. Okay. So birthday wishes. Quick little birthday card. Because all we had today was the dies. Tomorrow, I did peek ahead. I know number 2 is the paper. So join me tomorrow as we will make a thank you card and talk more about gratitude. Because tomorrow we'll actually have paper, and I don't know what it looks like, but I know there's paper under that number 2 door. So join me and let's see what fun we can have. Thank you.